Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To throw is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, pretty much let the guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Daniels looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On play action, McCarthy.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And it's intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Daniels. They'll run the screen with Moss. He's got room past the 30.
Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can have scores, this one could legitimately be over in the second.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. $21-0 our score after one. Throwing now is Daniels.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field. picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now McCarthy.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
McCarthy is set to throw it. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead in this first half.
Extra point to get down the middle. Now there's all here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hines. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Man open left side is Brown. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. An inside give to Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right back to Moss. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That one out wide and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Nice little swing in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man open, it's Chase.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels.
Open man right side is Rice.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The give is to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.